Tracy here. Today I thought I would share with you a tag I made for a tag swap that I'm in. My friend Stephanie, this is her, well, the second one I've attended that she hosts in her home. And the theme for this month is the magic of movies. And at first I had no idea what I wanted to do or what I should do for this theme. Then I had too many ideas on what I could do for this theme because that's what happens all the time. At first I was going to pick a particular movie I liked and make the tag from that. But most of the movies I like are horror movies or zombie movies like Day of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead. It's my favorite. But anyway, so I thought that would be so fun to make because I have made one before, but I'm not sure that the recipient would really approve of it because I have to give this to somebody. Then I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do a generalization of going to the movies. So here is my tag, and I used one of the Prima tags. If you could tell, like this script stuff back here. This, well, there's not much you can see because I kind of covered it, but this was already on here, the Prima tag. So what I did was I used some embossing, or not embossing paste, I'm sorry. It is this Vicki Boutin's glaze. This is an iridescent glaze, and I added that. And I thought it was neat because it looks like a silver color, so you think of the silver screen. So I added a film strip, and I made my own mask for that, or stencil. One down here, and there's one up behind here, which I do this a lot. I do the background and then I end up covering it up so much, but I really like how it turned out still. Then this stamp I put on here, these were some stickers I had for I don't know, eons ago. And then I made this black film strip, and then this film strip here, I think it's a Tim Holtz. It came in a canister. I don't know if you could tell, but it is like on acetate. So I kind of lifted those up to give them a little bit more dimension. The tags I stamped and fussy cut out. And then I have some washi tape here, and the ties up here are made with washi tape as well. And then for the back, I just covered the back with this fun popcorn paper and then put my info on here because I don't know who's all attending, and I don't know the people who are attending besides one of my friends. So I thought if they were interested, then I'll put that on the back there. Oh, I also used some, and I used this Inca Gold for this. Oh, see, I covered it up here and then down here too. I wanted it to look like a film strip. That's actually a clock die or a clock stencil, but I tried to rearrange it so it actually looked like a film strip, and I think it worked, even though you really have to take a really good close look to see where it is. There's one there, and then there's one over here as well. So that is my tag, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, considering, like I said, at first I had no idea what I was going to do. So I just want you to know that I also have a process video on here that is going to be following this share. And if you want to watch it, great. And if you don't, well, thank you so much for watching this far, and I hope you all have a very creative day today. Bye now. Hi everyone, Tracy here. I'm doing a tag swap. I'm in a tag swap with a few friends, and the theme of the swap is the magic of the movies. Let me just double check that. Yes, the magic of the movies. And if you know me, you know that my movies that I enjoy are scary horror shows like Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Walking Dead. So yeah, so I don't think somebody would really like a themed tag of zombies, but I don't just like zombies. I like anything scary. I like anything scary. So one year on the Tim Holtz tag swap, I did this one. So yeah, I really don't think anybody would want something like this. What I was thinking of doing was, I had a few other movies that I really like. I like the movie Enough, but that really I can't think of anything for a tag for that. And I also like Where the Heart Is. And I was thinking of turning it into like Home is Where the Heart Is. And I thought, oh, that would be a nice one. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go with a general theme of the magic of the movies at the movies. So what I did was, the tags have to be about 6 by 3, And I have a whole bunch of these Prima tags, so I just cut the very bottom off of that just to make it more the size I need. And then I just went around looking for things that might go with this. So I have these dimensional stickers. I have a couple of these ones left. I like this one because, you know, sometimes stickers just don't look right on it. I don't know. Like these ones here, I think they're too primary for what I'm going, but I just picked out every kind of thing I could find with a movie theme. And then this here, I punched this out, this film strip out with this. I've had this like forever and ever ago. So, oh, I didn't clean it afterwards. So what it is this type of a punch. And then you put it in this little doohickey, which they probably don't even sell this anymore. And it has the grid marks. So it's like a border punch, but it comes with, obviously it's designated to their types of punches, and it comes with all these different punches that you can put in this little thing so you can make a line of a border. So I punched out that. Oh, and I have some, I also have some like acetate film strip, so I might add that on here as well. But instead of just adding things, I wanted to do a little bit. Oh, and I also grabbed some washi tape. So that's kind of what I do before I start anything, is I grab a whole bunch of different things that might work with it. I might not even use half of them or that many of them, but I like them in front of me so I know what to grab for the theme. And I also grabbed this because I wanted to do something. I just didn't want it flat. I wanted it, because I've been doing a lot of my art journaling and I'm really having fun playing with the different mediums. So I was thinking of adding some, I know these are clocks, but I think if I could just do a certain area, like something like this, maybe that kind of looks like a reel of a film, and maybe add some of this on it. I have the pink rose gold, but with the reds, I don't know if that's going to really go well with it. So I'm just going to play around with this background of this tag and see what I come up with. I might do some inking, some spritzing. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. So let me just get everything organized here and I'll start. I also found these movie themed papers, and I thought maybe I can cut out some elements from them. I like that. I like the film strip there if I need them. So I thought that was kind of cool, and there's some reels there. So I thought maybe I probably have enough stuff, but even cutting out some of these would be kind of cool. So we'll see how that goes. So the only things I've really done is I inked around the edges with my Distress ink, and then for the, I know they're clocks, but they kind of look like film reels, don't they? So what I used was this Inca Gold in this dark color with the stencil, and I just did one in either corner. So what I might do is, when I first did this, I kind of screwed up a few of them, and I think I might emboss with this. Well, it's not really an embossing, it's a glaze. So I'll do this as a mask, and we'll see how that works. Now I need to get a palette knife. So let's see how this works. So we'll put this here. I have no idea what this is going to be looking like, but I thought, you know what, why not? And I'll just put that down. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. It's not a big amount, but like it's not shockingly, it's not like over the top, just a subtle bit. I kind of like that. So I'm going to do one over, we'll do it around here. We'll do it up here. Let's see. And then clean off my work area because it's all over. I like that. I really do, actually. I like that it's subtle, but it just gives a little bit of something. So I'm going to clean my work area because, you know, with me, I'll get this stuff all over the places I don't want it. So I got to clean up a bit. So one other thing I did to add some more texture and that to the background is I have this stamp, and no matter what it says on it, I liked all the text. It reminded me of like old movies, like when they used to have the writing up of the movies in the old boxes. Not that I was around during that, but I've seen them in old movies. So here is how it looks, and I like that it stands out. And like I said, even if you can't read it, not a big deal. I just used my black distress ink to stamp it because I didn't want it to be so popped out that you can read everything. So I didn't want to use my Archival, which is really good ink to use. It's a really dark black ink. So I just used my Distress because I just wanted it to kind of like blend in the background but pop up a little bit. And I'm liking how the background is turning out. I'm not sure how I'm going to like the finished product, but I like how it's turning out so far. And I'm going to use one of these strips. I'll adhere it down here. Pop it up a little bit like that so it has some texture in there. And then I have this see-through one, and I was going to put this one on top of it. Well, I may do that actually. It'll have to be stapled on because I don't think the acetate's going to really adhere good with the adhesive. I was going to say elastic. You think I'm new to doing these videos because I keep recording and then I look up and it's on standby. I'm not recording, so I've missed probably a lot. I'm not, like I said, you think it would be my first time taping. But yeah, so I'm going to add these on, and I like the seats. I wanted to add the curtains. Well, they might be okay now. At first, when I tried to do the curtains without these on, it just kind of got lost. And I like the vintage look of the background color, the browns, and the pops of black, and then the red popping up. So I might use these because these seats are kind of cool too. So, yeah, I'll adhere all these things on because you really don't need to watch me fumbling around adhering everything on here. And I'll come back when I've added more onto it. So here's the tag so far, and I think I'm liking it actually. I put some washi here and here. I like the layering here. I just hope somebody doesn't put it in something that's going to be flat because that's not going to work out too well. But I like that, oh, maybe I like that. Maybe I'll do that. Then it's not as, maybe I'll do this. Then it's not as high, right? But you still have the extra layers on it. Maybe I'll do that. I will do that. So I had to add some more glue because that's how I'm holding down the paper. So let me see where it's going to be down on that one here. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of glue. That's probably too much because, of course, more comes out than you need. Or none at all. One or the other. So this thing is so sticky, this mat. So I'll just hold that down for a bit. Maybe move it a bit so it's evenly. Here we go. This is why I kind of work off camera because things don't always work out how I want. But then again, you get to see all my flaws, right? Oh, I hate sticky fingers. As much as I love doing these arts and I love doing tags and mixed media, and I don't like when I get glue on my fingers, and I don't like when I get paint on my fingers. And now I'm going to stick, where we go? We're going to stick this one down too so it has a double thing, but I'm going to have to again staple that. So right there, where's my stapler? And I'm using the tiny attacher, and I'll add 2 to this one because that might be, there we go. Oh yeah, I really like that a lot more now. So what I've added were these 2 tickets here, and I got them from this stamp set. And this is a Tim Holtz one. And what I did was, once I stamped them, I just fussy cut them. I had these tickets here I could have used, but they were just too dark, and I don't think they would have went well. Whereas these, I just stamped on the leftover. Remember, I cut that little piece at the bottom off? I just stamped it on those and fussy cut that out. I just took 2 strips and I adhered them together. They're washi tapes, so they adhered nicely. And this is easier this way, and then it looks like a nicer tab here. So we're going to put that on there. I'm going to cut the edges, like going to cut the tops like that. There's one, not very well cut, but, and then here's the other one, and then I'll tie some string on it so they will hang. And I might even cut one shorter just because You don't want them the same length. I don't want them the same length. And I have to cut this better because this really isn't very pointed. There we go. That's a lot better. I think I'm going to play with this one. This is what happens when I do things on camera sometimes. They don't look very good because I'm making sure I'm in frame. And then I will tie these together so they will, or should I staple them? What should I do? Staple or tie? Maybe I'll tie. I'll tie them together. Out of all the twine, Baker's Twine I have, my favorite one is this here. It's got a beige color in it. Let me show you who makes it. My Mind's Eye makes it. And I love this because it is a red, like a burgundy red with a little bit of brown. It's not white. And I love this. And I have this much left. That's it. So I'll have to see if I can find some somewhere else. I don't know. I've had it for so long they probably don't even make it. So I'm just going to cut this. My scissors are all sticky from cutting washi tape. So yes, I should be using different scissors for that. There we go. So here's my completed tag, and I think I am done. Another thing I did was I did add paper to the back, and at first I was going to use the back of this paper, which is this popcorn, which I thought was fun because it's popcorn, but unless you knew that it was theater paper, you probably wouldn't know it was popcorn. At least I wouldn't. And I thought, oh, this side is so much funner. Plus, so much more fun. Plus, it has the colors in the front. It has the black, it has the red, and it has the cream color or the beige. So I thought this was more fun this side. So there we go. That is my completed tag. I hope whoever receives it likes it, enjoys it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody made for our swap. And maybe I'll take pictures of everybody else's if they think it's okay, and I'll post what everybody came up with this theme. So thank you everybody for joining me, and I honestly love hearing from you. And like I had said before in my other videos, if you leave me a comment, I'll go to yours, and if you have any newer videos, I'll watch them and comment because I love to see what everybody else is up to. So thanks again everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a very creative day today. Bye now.